Okay, cool. I think we're live. Hey everybody, how's it going? What do you think about this shot in Boulder? Looking beautiful on this Sunday evening as we're watching our storm wind down. Hi, how is it going? I have to change my camera view a little bit. Hope you guys enjoyed the storm. Wow, Mother Nature moving in fast early this morning for us. Once we finally saw the center of low pressure sitting in southeastern Colorado and the winds shifted to the east-northeast, we were able to capitalize on the upslope. That's what we were talking about last night. That's what we needed to really flip the switch as far as the snow machine goes. And wow, did we ever. The snow pretty much relentless as we are looking at this evening with snow bands still coming through. But again, it is a bit lighter than where we were at earlier this morning, where we were tracking 2 to 3 inches of snowfall an hour. But that combined with some extremely strong winds, bringing us that blizzard warning. The National Weather Service put that out at noon. It will continue until midnight for the I-25 corridor. Overall, additional totals since then about 2 to 6 inches, but the wind gusts, they have been really the worst of it, upwards of 45, 50 miles per hour. You can see our map still quite colorful this evening, as our advisories, our warnings will last until about 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, the winter storm warning, as well as the advisories going near the San Juans, the Flat Tops, the Grand Mesa, and then further across to eastern Colorado. I do want to tell you, though, so far we are looking at the top 4 spot in the top 10 snowstorms here in the Denver metro area. So this system certainly going down in the record books. Of course, the first one, that was way back in 1913 when the city saw 45 inches of snow over about 4 days or so. This storm system bringing us 2 feet of fresh powder out at DIA. It takes us to the second spot in the top 5 March snowstorms here in Denver. Of course, a lot of folks remembering and reminiscing about the 2003 snowstorm that brought us nearly 32 inches of snow. Now we're in that second spot with 2 feet officially out at DIA. And unfortunately, those winds, they have just been ruthless out there. We have our field crews stretched across the Front Range. Jenny Meckles out there out at DIA for us, and she has been tracking just an absolute whiteout, Pena, an absolute disaster. They had to pull over, as well as a lot of folks, because they just couldn't see. And that pretty much has been the name of the game throughout the rest of this evening. What I'm anticipating as far as conditions improving, we're going to have to wait several more hours before these winds simmer down and the stronger snow bands start to push out. Wind gusts upwards of about 44 miles per hour towards Centennial, and Monument Hill also looking at some pretty strong winds. Temps today a lot cooler than yesterday, so we were looking at upper 20s for the majority of the afternoon. That really allowed that snowfall to stack up for you. Still wet and heavy, back-breaking kind of snowfall if you have to be out there shoveling. Tonight our temperatures in the teens around Blackhawk through Nettleton and into Walden. Okay, so here's a shot of HD Doppler 9. Actually want to just zoom out a bit so you can see just how wide and massive our storm system is. The center of low pressure still circulating in southeastern Colorado, but the effects of this system have been impacted by several of our neighboring states. In fact, yesterday it was all about the tornado outbreak across the panhandle of Texas through Oklahoma. Now that band is shifting in and around the Midwest, Omaha through Kansas City, St. Louis, getting ready for some strong thunderstorms to roll in. And then on the backside, kind of the colder side of the system, is where we have the snow still coming through across the metro area. Right now, perhaps a little lull coming here in the Denver area, but still some nice snow bands to the south, Douglas County toward Castle Rock, Parker, Elizabeth, Kiowa, and then to the north near Fort Collins, Greeley. Another round of snow as we kind of zoom out just a bit and stretch across the eastern plains out toward Fort Morgan through Akron and then to the south along I-70, still looking at some nice snowfall. Finally, these temperatures have cooled off because a lot of folks along the eastern plains just looking at good, beneficial rain coming through. Nice water. Hey, we'll take it no matter if it's snow or if it's rain at this point, as the entire state is under some type of drought condition. So this is going to be wonderful for us. Zooming in up toward Fort Collins, Loveland, Berthoud right there, 287. Looking at some light snowfall. Again, a brief break kind of here in the metro area. Can't see much. Still kind of dark out there outside the window with a few more light showers toward the Palmer Divide. Again, these bands will be pushing out as we look ahead toward later this evening. Kind of this is the storm's last gasp, so to speak. Futurecast taking us throughout the rest of this evening. This will wind us into about 8 o'clock or so, right about now, when we start to see some of that drier air beginning to push in toward Boulder County, and then these snow bands beginning to shift east of I-25. This is about 11 o'clock this evening. Most of that snowfall pushing out of the Front Range foothills, the mountains, even parts of the metro area. It'll be done before it fully packs its bags and pushes out across the eastern plains by early tomorrow morning and out of the state truly by about 8, 9 o'clock. Still, you're monitoring a few scattered showers going up across the northern mountains, maybe an inch or two of accumulation throughout the early morning. Otherwise, by about 1 p.m., our state clears out. We will be shoveling out, that's for sure. By about 7 p.m., it's looking pretty good, but late on Tuesday afternoon into Wednesday is when we have that next storm system coming on the heels of this one. Actually, as our storm system departs, it kind of loses a bit of its energy, but with this next storm, this kicker storm, we'll be focusing on more snowfall in southern Colorado as we look ahead toward Tuesday afternoon, overnight into Wednesday, and then as this system departs off to the east, it'll actually kind of absorb some of the moisture from our storm that's been with us over the weekend. Kind of cool. Daytime highs are going to be in the upper 30s for us tomorrow. We'll have a little sunshine in the afternoon, but overall partly cloudy skies. And there's that next storm. Right now it only looks like a couple of inches here in Denver, the biggest effect south of I-70. A quick flurry early on Wednesday, and then we'll be bouncing back upper 40s into the lower 50s Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 60. How about that? The weekend looks extremely mild, a lot of melting going on. But right now I do have another storm system set to roll in on Sunday evening, possibly bringing us a little rain, a little snow. So I am hopping on Facebook. Thanks for joining us on all of our fun platforms. If you guys have any questions about oh my gosh, I was going to show you some of my snowfall totals because that's always fun. I wish I had graphics that were big enough so I could show you the list, but I can post a link here in the comments so you can check out how much snow stacked up in your backyard if you haven't already gone out there and measured. But here we go. Here for parts of the metro area, easily a foot out at the airport. Aurora close to it. Boulder picking up 20 inches, 16.5 near Parker. Golden 14.7. I'll keep my eyes on some new reports that are coming in. But toward Aspen Springs, I saw someone commenting about Gilpin County and how you guys saw 3 feet. Absolutely. Wow. Certainly the bullseye up toward Nettleton too, 24.2 in Georgetown. DIA, that was an old total. I need to fix that one for you. But Broomfield looking at about 18 inches. So wow, wow, wow. And again, the blizzard warning going until midnight tonight. Okay, let me dive in here to the comments, see what you guys have going on, if I can get to them. How weird is this? I don't know why. Alyssa's saying she doesn't have power. Hasn't had power since 7 a.m. Brutal. North Glen, Connie out there saying she has a report of 20 inches. Eric, I don't know how much Broomfield got officially off the top of my head, but I would think between 18 to 24 inches. But I'll post that link once we're done here. Almost 2 feet in Firestone. Catherine, thanks so much for the update. Chris saying just shy of 21 inches out there in Broomfield and still snowing. I know the storm system really has just been relentless. These bands coming through on the northeasterly side of this storm have been just incredibly impressive. I love doing kind of this 3-hour track, and then I'm going to zoom in here. Can you guys find the area of low pressure, kind of the core of the storm? I don't know where my little tool is so I can draw, but basically it's still circulating kind of near Eads and Lamar. All of this moisture kind of wrapping around it. Burlington now starting to see a little bit of that snowfall coming through. But anyways, it's been pretty impressive to watch it just kind of sit and spin. The reason why it was so slow to start and then so slow to bring us all this snowfall this evening is because it's a cutoff low, so it's not a part of the jet stream. This is kind of our jet stream forecast, and it basically has gone rogue, is what I like to say. It is not a part of the jet stream, so it really doesn't have those fierce winds helping to kick it into high gear, you know, step on the gas pedal, so to speak. Plus, we have a ridge of high pressure to the west and a ridge of high pressure to the east of us. So that is a blocking pattern, and really the storm has nowhere to go but sit and spin up all of that moisture that it's been tapping in to the Gulf with and direct it directly into the foothills. We capitalize on the upslope flow with the easterly, northeasterly winds, and that's what I'm talking about when I say this is an absolute machine, because we've been watching these heavy, heavy snow bands, 2 inches, 3 inches an hour since early this morning. Again, it's lighter now, but still, as I put it in motion, quite impressive. Oh, cool. Thank you. Someone posted the snowfall totals across the state. Awesome. Click on that and you'll be able to find hopefully your backyard. Jerry, hi from Cali. All right, guys, rubbing it in. You have probably sunshine and 70s out there. Okay, starting to dry out here in Boulder County, if you can call it that. Road conditions tomorrow in Aurora. A lot of folks are advising, you know, experts in CDOT, all of those fine folks. They're saying if you can work from home tomorrow, please do so, because they're looking at the roads being still really messy out there. I know several school districts have called for a snow day. So yes, I think if you can avoid tomorrow, yeah, this is pretty much what all of our cameras look like here in Denver. I was trying to get a cool kind of snowy shot for you, but kind of looking around. All right, this one looks a little better. Visibility improving a bit from our camera in Cheeseman Park overlooking the downtown Denver skyline. Not bad. Fort Collins, yeah, it does kind of look like that snowfall is really beginning to wind down out there. And then a snapshot of the Eisenhower Johnson tunnels. Looks like the plows are out there working hard per usual, but it has been so quiet. I don't believe I-70 has shut down. I thought they reopened, but it looks like folks staying off the roads, which is always awesome during a blizzard, a wild blizzard. Oh, someone said Bosch shut us down tomorrow. All right, Jason. Oh my gosh, these comments are coming in so fast I can't keep up. Is it expected to move out tonight? Yes, we are looking at it moving out. I'd say by about 11 midnight, we fully see that snow begin to wind down here across the I-25 corridor. It'll still be going off and on across the Eastern Plains overnight. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's going to be bleep on the roads tomorrow because, yeah, it's just going to take a while for the plows to fully get out there. All right, guys. Well, hopefully that was a great little synopsis of kind of what we have going on. Really, the big takeaway was this was a monster storm. Again, the second largest snowstorm we have seen in the month of March here in Denver at 24.1 inches. And then our top 10, I should say, largest snowstorms here in Denver ever. In recorded history, we're taking that number 4 spot. Pretty impressive stuff. We still have to beat out 2003 as they saw close to 32 inches here in the city. All right, we'll have a full forecast coming your way in the next hour, 9 p.m. over on channel 20. And we're going for a full hour because why not? It's Sunday evening. Tom Green, Kim Christensen, they're in on a weekend night. It's going to be a party. They're excited. We're excited. So please tune in, and then you know the drill. We'll be on 9 News at 10 p.m. I'll have the latest with this storm and a look ahead toward next week. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys, and stay safe out there.